Now, in terms of how much does a consultant make, well, that really varies, first of all, on what it is that they're consulting on, right? So typically for a consultant, there's kind of like three major different kind of pricing strategies that you can do. And one is like where most people start, which is when you basically charge an hourly rate. And that really is dependent on the market, right? It's all about like supply and demand. And it's all based on, what people are doing in your market and how much a commodity is of the service that you're actually providing. So, if you're looking at an hourly rate model, you can basically charge what the value is that you're going to be providing on that. Maybe $20 an hour, it might be $100 an hour, it might be something extremely specialized, like top lawyers that are charging $1,000 to $1,500 an hour, or surgeons, or whatever it might be. Now, I know a surgeon or a lawyer isn't the typical kind of consultant, but I just want to kind of use that as an example in terms of where the value can go with this thing. So typically, if you're charging hourly rate, it's simply, an hour times the multiple of the hours that you're going to be working and what you're going to be consulting on. Now, the second model is typically like a project fee. You're going to basically be quoting people up based on the project that they come to you with. And again, it's going to come down to really what the value is that you're going to be providing, and also where the market is at, and how specialized that you are in your craft. And one distinction that I will make is that the more of a specialty and the more specialized the service that you're consulting on is generally the higher fees that you'll be able to command. And then the last and third kind of pricing model is really based on a retainer. And a retainer is kind of where you want to assess, how much work is going to be going into this, and is this going to be like a reoccurring theme that you're going to really be kind of consulting on. So they're the three kind of typical models. And then if you really want to kind of advance and up level to the next level, then you can look at even royalty-based arrangements where you're doing a hybrid model between kind of, I'm going to be charging you this retainer fee, then there's going to be some kind of performance percentage that's going to be like a mechanism of your pricing structure. So it might be that you get 2% of gross sales if you're doing something in the sales or marketing field, or it might be if we achieve X outcome, then I'll get like a kicker fee, or I'll get a percentage on the value that the service that I have provided really gave to you. So typically they're the three models, and let's kind of pivot now and look at how you're going to be looking at that pricing in terms of how much a consultant will make. And the big key distinction that I'll make here is that you're really compensated based on the value that you're going to be providing to your marketplace, i.e. how big of a problem is it that you're helping this person solve. If we're looking at like the sales and the marketing arena side of things, you're going to be looking at how much is it worth for this person to solve this problem, i.e. they might be in a position where they're spending $5,000 a month on marketing, but they're just not getting that marketing to convert at a rate that's really profitable. They're not getting enough leads or enough phone calls or enough sales. And let's say that you can help them, turn that $5,000 into $20,000, but right now they're just making $10,000. So really that gap is like $10,000 of what you can basically provide in value to that person. So, my kind of thoughts and my process towards this is that you really want to be looking at charging like 10% of the value of what you create. So if you're going to basically be solving, a problem that's going to be $10,000 for them, you might want to look at charging $1,000 as helping them kind of solve that problem. So in terms of how much that you can kind of make as a consultant, it's really as much as you really desire and as many hours as you want to work, or as much value that you want to provide when you move to kind of a retainer fee or a performance fee in terms of consulting on your clients.
The Foundr mission is to help you create an ass-kicking business and help you learn straight from the mouths of world-class founders. Get your free printed edition of Foundr magazine featuring Sir Richard Branson. Just cover shipping and handling at foundr.com/Branson.